Hello everyone, myself Srivali, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Cybersecurity and Data Science in MLR Institute of Technology. Today, the overview of presentation, partition of a set and covering of a set. So let us discuss one by one in detail. Next concept, after equivalence classes, we have partition of a set. So generally partition is nothing but what here? So we will be dividing the into subparts. So for example, if you consider one room, so that one room we can divide it into 4 parts, and if you combine it, you will get the original room, total room. And if you make it as partitions dividing, and if you are making intersection, you will not get any common element. So that is what partition, right? So in the same way here in the mathematics also we have partition of a set. So let us check the definition here. Let capital A be a non-empty set and A1, A2, A3, so on small an are subsets of A. So here we have one set. So which is called 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, A is a non-empty set. That's why I have added some elements, 4 elements. Now, A1, A2, A3, so on An are the subsets of A. Subset is nothing but whichever it is included in that A original set. Means for example, A1. So if I write 1, 2, that is one subset. Means A1 is subset to A. So in the same way, if I consider A2 is equal to 3, 4, this 3, 4 is also subset to A. So A1 is subset of A, A2 is subset of A. Not only these two subsets, I can also include here A3 is equal to 1, 3. So even A3 is also subset of A. Even if I consider A4, 2, 4, so even A4 is also subset of A. These are all subsets of this particular original set A. This A we can call it as original set. Now, what they are saying is A is denoted by, so this set is denoted by pi, or we can also write here phi. This is called, and this capital A which is denoted by phi or phi here symbolically will represent this partition set here, and this is called partition set of A if it satisfies the below two conditions, and those two conditions are A1 intersection A2 so on, sorry, A1 union A2 so on, here An is equal to A, AI intersection AJ is equal to phi. That is nothing but whenever you are combining this, whenever you are joining these subsets, how many subsets we have, whenever you are combining these subsets, you should get the original set, that is called here A, and whenever you are making intersection between those two subsets, you should get phi, means you should not get any common element. So this is called partition set of A, means if these two conditions are satisfying, then we can say that this is called partition set. So let us check for the same example. Here I have taken A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. And here I have considered A1 is equal to 1, 2, A2 is equal to 3, 4. And A3 is equal to 1, 3, A4 is equal to 2, 4. See, these are all the subsets of A. Now, let us consider which two subsets if I apply the union in between those two, I will get original set. Let us suppose A1 union A2. So if I combine A1 union A2, I'll get A. Not only this, if I combine A3 and A4 also, I'll get original set. That is 1, 3, 2, 4. If I combine if I apply union between A1 and A2, and if I apply union between A3 and A4, I'll get the original set. That is okay, fine. But the second condition also we should satisfy that. So what is the next condition? AI intersection AJ. Means whenever you are applying intersection between these two subsets, you should not get the common element. So if I apply A1 intersection A2, so there is no common element here. That's why I will get here phi. In the same way, if I apply A3 intersection A4, so same thing, I'll get phi here. I will not get any common element here. So then I can say that this A is called a partition set. So as it is satisfying both the conditions. So then in this situation, what are the partitions here? A1, A2 are the partitions. and another partition is also existing for the given relation, that is called A3 comma A4. So these are the partition sets. So now let us see here one example based on the partition set. Let A is equal to A comma B comma C, A1 is equal to A, A2 is equal to B comma C. Check whether it is a partition set or not. Means they have given the original set and they also have given the subsets. Now they are asking whether the given subsets is a partition set or forming a partition set or not. Means check whether this particular set A is a partition set or not. So as per the conditions here, what is the given here? Given is A is equal to A comma B comma C. Now subset A1 is equal to A, A2 is equal to BC. Now just apply here A1 union A2. As per the partition set, it should satisfy two conditions here. So A1 union A2. So if you apply A1 union A2, A comma B comma C. So which is nothing but our original set only. Next, if you apply intersection, A1 intersection A2 is equal to, so if you apply here, you will not get anything. Why? Because we don't have any common element. So it is equal to 5. So as these two conditions are satisfying, then we can say that the set A is the given set A is a partition set. So this is like how we need to solve the problems. So next let us go to the second problem here. So let A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, R is equal to 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. And they are saying that this is an equivalence relation. So determine the equivalence classes and also partitions. So here till now we have seen how to find out the equivalence classes, and also we have seen just now how to find out whether the given set is called a partition set. Now, so find out both. Together we need to find out equivalence classes and partitions. Now, to find out the equivalence classes, it is based upon the number of elements in the set A. So here how many equivalence classes we will get here is total 4, as we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the given set A. And this is with respect to R. So equivalence class of 1. So if you observe here, 1 is related to 1 and it is also related to 2, then you will get 1 comma 2. And 2 is related to 2 and also 1, but not with 3 and 4. That's why we will get 1 comma 2. Next, so 3 is related to only 3 and 4 is related to only 4. So these are the equivalence classes. Now these equivalence classes, we can say that we can assume that these are the subsets. Consider these subsets and check which subsets if you form, you are getting the original set. That is nothing but find out the partition set, whether the given A is called a partition set or not. So for example, so I am going to consider here A1 is equal to 1 comma 2. Consider this 1 comma 2, as we have 2, I am considering only 1. A2 is equal to 3 and A3 is equal to 4. Now, if I apply union between these, I will get original set. Why? Because here 1 comma 2 union 3 union 4. So I will get the original set. And if I apply the intersection in between any two, that is A1 intersection A2, I'll get 5. A2 intersection A3, I'll get 5. Even A1 intersection A3, I'm getting 5. Which is nothing but here, if I apply union, I'm getting the original set. If I apply intersection, I'm getting the 5. Means there is no common element between any sets here. As these two conditions are satisfying, then we can say that this is a partition set. And what are the partitions here is pi is equal to A1 comma A2 comma A3. This is the answer for this question here. So in the same way, we have another example also based on the partition set. So Let A is equal to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. And consider the subsets of A are A1 is equal to A, B, C, D, E, A2 is equal to F, G, H, A3 is equal to I, J, A4 equal to A, B, C, D, A5 is equal to C, and find the partition set of A. Means what are the partitions of this particular set? So here, now if you observe clearly, so set A is nothing but here A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Now, here, which two subsets, which two or three subsets, which subsets if you combine, if you apply union, you are getting the original set. Let us check. So, if you go, A1 is A, B, C, D, E, and the next continuation is F, G, H, and the next one is I, J. Means A1 union A2 union A3 is equal to original set. Now, if you apply the intersection between A1 intersection A2 or A2 intersection A3 or A1 intersection A3. So, I don't have any common element, that's why I'll get 5 here. So, as these two conditions are satisfying here, then I can include pi is equal to A1 comma A2 comma A3. Now, so in the same way, so just observe here, is any partitions are available here. So, A1 is A, B, C, D, E. So, F, G, H definitely I have to write here itself. So, I don't have any other one. I, J is only A3 I have. So, without A3 I cannot. So, A, B, C, D, for example, if I take A4, A, B, C, D, E means here I don't have A, B, C, D in A2, A3 and A5. So, definitely I have to consider A1 only. So, along with A1, F, G, H, definitely in A2 it is there. We don't have any F, G, H in any other partitions, any subsets. So, I have to consider definitely A2. And IJ, except A3, I can't find IJ in any other subsets. So, I have to use A3 only. Means the combination of only A1, A2, A3 is called here. So, this is called partition set. There is pi is equal to A1, A2, A3 here. So, in the same way here we have another question. List all the partitions of A is equal to 1, 2, 3. So, consider A1 is equal to 1, A2 is equal to 2, A3 is equal to 3, A4 is equal to 1, 2, A5 is equal to 1, 3, A6 is equal to 3, 1. Now, for the given set, so what is the given set here? 1, 2, 3. For this, we need to find out how many partitions are possible as we have many subsets here. So, let us check here. So, A1, A2, A3. So, 1, 2, 3. So, with the A1, A2, A3, I can able to find out that it is one partition set. In the same way, so if you go, A4 is 1, 2 and A3. Means, I can go with A3, A4 is also a partition set 1, 2, 3. In the same way here, another partition you can consider it is, so A5 is 1, 3. So 2 is missing. So go with A2. Means A2, A5. So in the same way, here 3, 1. So I can make use of A6 also with A2. A2, A6. So like this here. So with 1, 2, 3 is I can't find anything. That's why here it is not used. A2 means here I have used here. A3, A4. So these are all the partitions list for the given set A and subsets here. So next we have covering on set A. So what is meant by covering here? So here the difference between covering and partition set is, so in the partition set we have two conditions to satisfy. First one is whenever you are applying the union, so it should get the original set. The same thing here also in the covering set. Whenever you are applying between the subsets here, you should get the original set. In the second condition, if you check there in the partition set, there if you apply the intersection, you should get 5, which is nothing but it should not equal to the any common element. Means common element you should not get there. But here we don't have that condition that here. So even if you apply the subsets, even if you get the what we'll get common element also. It will not means here you should get the common element, there you should not get the any common element whenever you are applying the intersection. So here it is defined as a set of non-empty subsets AI whose union leads to the original set A, that is nothing but first condition, and which need not be pairwise disjoint. Means whenever you are applying the intersection between any two subsets, it should not get disjoint. Disjoint is nothing but you should not get the there you should get the common element. Disjoint means you should get the common element, but here you should not get the, you should get the common element here. So here are the two conditions to be satisfied here. A1 union A2 union so on, An is equal to A. AI intersection AJ is not equal to 5 means you should get the common elements here. There you should not get the common elements. So this is the definition of the covering on set A. Now let us see the examples on this. So let S is equal to A comma B comma C, and subsets are A comma B, B comma C. So this is one subset. A is called one subset and B is called another subset where we have A comma C. So this again we have set. C is another subset. A comma B comma C. This A is one element, B comma C is another element. And D is equal to A comma B comma C. This is another subset. E is called 5. So fifth subset A, B, C. F is called sixth one, A comma B, A comma C. So these are all the given subsets. Now from this, which subsets are covering of S, which subsets are covering of, that is nothing but partitions. Now let us check. See if that is, if particular two subsets or three subsets are satisfying the condition, first condition, and the second condition, if you check, either it can satisfy, either it can be a partition set or covering. It cannot be both. Means if that is a partition, we cannot say that it is a covering. If that is a covering, we cannot say that it is a partition. Means either partition or it can be covering set here. So sometimes it cannot be, means it is neither covering, neither nor partition also. Sometimes it can have. So let us check this problem. Let us solve the problem here based on this. So the given one is S is equal to A comma B comma C. Now here A, if you consider A for the first one, A comma B and B comma C. So let us consider this is A1 and this is A2. Now if you apply A1 union A2, so you will get the original set. And if you apply intersection between two, you will get the common element, what is B here. So if you are getting the common element, this is called covering on S. It is covering on S. This set A is called covering on S. So in the same way, second one, A, C. So if you observe here, if you consider, for example, this B is equal to A and this is A comma C. Here A1, A2. So now if you apply A1 union A2 or B1, B2. So if you take here, you will not get the original set here. Why? Because B is missing here. We don't have B here. So then first condition itself is not satisfying. This is neither partition nor covering here. So in the same way, go for the third one. So third one is C is equal to A comma B comma C. So same thing here. C is equal to A comma B comma C. Now if you observe here, A1 union A2 if you do, you will get the original set. If you apply intersection, so you will get 5. If you are getting 5, it is not a partition set. So here we can say that, sorry, it is not a covering set. It is a partition set. Okay. So this is a partition set. So in the same way, go for the fourth one here. What is the fourth one here? D is equal to A comma B comma C. So here this total thing I am going to consider only one element. But I should have another element also. I should have another subset also. So to check whether those two subsets, if you are applying union or intersection, whether you are getting our respective concept or not. So then let us consider this is if A1 is equal to A comma B comma C, let us consider A2 is equal to 5. So why? Because 5 is a subset of itself here. So you can take A1 union A2. If you take, you will get the original set. And if you apply A1 intersection A2, you will get the 5 here. So that means it is not a covering here. It is a partition set. D is called a partition set. So in the same way, if you go with E, so E is equal to A, B, C. Now, if this is, I am considering A1, A2, A3. If you apply A1 union A2 union A3, you will get the original one. And if you apply A1 intersection A2 or A2 intersection A3 or A1 intersection A3, so you are not getting any or common elements, you are getting only 5. This is called a partition set. It is a partition set here. So, next, let us, last one here, we have F. So, that is F is equal to, we have A comma B, A comma C. So, here if you observe in the question itself, by seeing in the question itself, we can understand. So, definitely the first condition will be satisfying. Why? Because A is there, B is there, C is there. Coming to the second condition, so A is there in all the elements, means A is common in all the elements. So you definitely will get the common element, then it is called covering on set. It is a covering on, yes. So this is about this question here. So next, let us go to the next problem here. So another problem, let A is equal to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Consider the following subsets of A. So here we have set A is equal to A, B, C, D, F, G, H, and we have few subsets also like A1, A, B, C, D, A2, A, C, E, G, H, A3, A, C, E, G, A4, B, D, A5, H, F. Now they are asking determine whether each of the following is a partition or not. Means they are already given the partitions, they are already given some subsets, some set of subsets in each problem. And they are asking that whether those are partitions or not, we have to determine it. First one, A1 comma A2. So A1 means A, B, C, D and A2 is A, C, E, G, H. So that is not a partition. Why? Because here A, B, C, D, so E, F is missing here. Then first condition is itself, it is not satisfying here. So why? Because A1 union A2, if you apply here, you will get A, B, C, D, E, G, H, but F is also there in the original set. So as F is missing here, so then we can say that it is not a partition set. So first one is called, it is not a partition set. In the same way, if you go for A1, A5, so what is A1? A, B, C, D. What is A5 here? HF. So, A1 union A2 is equal to, so A, B, C, D, A5 is what here? HF. So, even A1, A5 also, I don't find here, EG is not there. So, FH is there. This is also not a partition set. So, it is not equal to the original set here. And if you go for A3, A4, A5, so A3, A4, A5. So what is A3 here? A4, B is there, I can write. So A3, C is there, I can write. And A4, D is there. And E is there in A3. And F is there in A5. G is there in the A3. And also H is there in A5. Now A, B, C, D, F, G, H, so which is equal to the original set. And if you apply the intersection between all the three, A3, A4, A5, you will not get any common element. So then this is called, what is the third one? Third one is called a partition set. So like this you can find out. See, sometimes they'll be asking the question, they'll be giving like this only partitions, and they'll be asking determine whether those are, check, verify whether those are partitions or not. So sometimes they'll be asking only subsets and they'll be giving the original set. So based on this, we have to find out which subsets are making a partition set, which subsets are making a covering on yes. So like this, we have to solve the problems on both covering on set and partition set and also equivalence classes. So what we have discussed today in our classes, so first we have discussed what is an equivalence class, how to find out the equivalence classes, how to represent the equivalence class. So based on the equivalence relation, we can able to find out the equivalence class. Next we have partition set. So what is the definition of partition set? How to find out whether the given subsets are forming the partition set or not. Next, what is covering on yes? So how to find out the covering on yes or set A, set B, anything. What is the difference between covering on set and partition set? So this is all about our session, today's session. So thank you.